Hi again, and welcome to U.S. History with me, Mr. Snyder. And today we are going to be discussing U.S. involvement in global politics and economics. I know, everyone's favorite subject. Learning targets will define some of the changes in the global economy and the U.S. response to them. We'll assess the foreign policy goals of the Clinton administration, and we'll explain U.S. relations with various Middle Eastern countries and groups. So Bill Clinton, in his economic policy, foreign policy, he supports free trade blocs, which are groups of countries together who agree to not impede trade with tariffs or taxes or restrictions. Free trade means that's what it is, free trade. It protects the economies of those particular regions and helps them grow. And he is supportive of the European Union, which was established in 1993, and it has grown since then, but it's a group of European countries established together to help their economies grow. And so things they have done is they've adopted the euro. If you've traveled in Europe, you've probably used the euro. They encourage trade between members, and they challenge the economic leadership of the United States. Well, Clinton's response to this is the North American Free Trade Agreement, or NAFTA for short. What it does is it removes trade barriers between the three major North American countries, U.S., Canada, and Mexico. Supporters of this say that it will reduce prices and promote economic growth, basically the advantages to globalization. Opponents say that we're going to lose American jobs, especially manufacturing jobs, if companies can relocate to Mexico with no penalty. And so we're going to lose jobs, and that's a bad thing. And so there's good and bad to NAFTA, which is still in effect. They just finished putting in the last of the stipulations a few years ago, so now it is fully in effect. The global agreements on tariffs and trade, remember, was signed after World War II, but we revised that for the 1990s to reduce tariffs and increase the amount of free trade going on, therefore increasing globalization. And then finally, in the 1990s, we established the World Trade Organization, which replaces the GATT, and it's an organization that is designed to negotiate trade disputes between countries and to help negotiate trade agreements between countries. And so this is all in an effort to boost the world economy and try to increase globalization, or that could be an effect of it. Foreign intervention in the Clinton years in Somalia, remember we talked about Operation Restore Hope, but the Somalian civil war has started, and this causes widespread famine. And so the United States leads a multilateral effort with many other countries to distribute food and supplies there in a humanitarian effort. But because of the Black Hawk Down incident and others, troops being killed, we withdraw our troops after high casualty rates in the Civil War. And then in Haiti, they elect a new president, and his name is Aristide, and he is overthrown by the military. So Clinton and his troops put Aristide back into power because he was the democratically elected leader of Haiti. And so he should be able to serve and not be overthrown by the military. The Yugoslavia Civil War, remember, they disbanded after 1991, after the dissolution of the Soviet Union. And here in the middle country, Bosnia, there's fighting between three groups: Serbs, Croats, and Muslims. So Serbs are attacking the Croats and Muslims in this. And we actually have a form of ethnic cleansing because the Serbs are attacking the Croats and Muslims. So that is ethnic cleansing is state-sanctioned murder, rape, and violence against a group of people. So they're trying to wipe these people off the earth, or at least out of their country. The UN intervenes with aid, and Clinton urges NATO to bomb Serbian hideouts, but he doesn't want to get the United States involved. He urges us to lend our military might to NATO. In December 1995, the Dayton Accords are agreed to in Dayton, Ohio, of all places, and then signed later on in Paris, but it establishes a multinational Bosnia and ends the Bosnian War. But then in 1998, you can see the Kosovo country down south of Serbia, the more ethnic cleansing starts then. So this is a part of the world where a lot of fighting is going on. Eventually it'll bleed into Macedonia, and they will fight there amongst each other for race, but it's all just a part of the world where there's a lot of fighting going on ever since the breakup of the Soviet Union. And the U.S. policies in the Middle East, violence in Israel continues after Clinton invites the Palestinian leader, Yasser Arafat, and Israeli leader Barak to Camp David to work out a peace agreement, because this dispute, remember, before Israel was Israel and a Jewish home, it was Palestine. And so Palestinians are kind of a people without a country right now. And so they're trying to get back what they feel is rightfully theirs in Israel. And these two leaders cannot work out a peace agreement, and violence in Israel continues. And then, as we've been learning about in class, Al-Qaeda in 1993 hatches a plot to explode a bomb beneath the World Trade Center in New York. And Al-Qaeda is led by Osama bin Laden. It's a terrorist group. The attack angers American leaders and people who learned that terrorism is going to be something that we need to face head on after that. And so during the Clinton years, also the bombing of the USS Cole in 2000 is a terrorist attack, and the 1998 embassy bombings in Africa on the U.S. embassies are attacks on the United States. And Clinton responds to those with bombings, but he does not respond to the Cole attack either. And that is it for Section 3. I hope you've enjoyed this short chapter on global economics and foreign policy. Next time we'll talk about the Bush administration, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.